Alright guys, what's going on? This is Gregory Laporte from GamerFitnation.com. I'm here with my man Alex from QNX, and we're sitting in time machine of the future, I guess I want to say, but this car is crazy right now, and you know, we're just going to check it out, and Alex is going to tell us all about it. So Alex, can you take it away?
Yeah, so welcome to the new QNX concept technology car. Here, what we wanted to do was show that QNX, we dominate infotainment. We have a very mature product in infotainment. We rock infotainment systems, but we also do instrument clusters, and we're starting to look at safety systems. So in this car, what we've done is we've replaced all the mirrors with digital screens. Now what this does is it allows us to place the cameras in strategic locations, eliminating the blind spot for the driver. Just to give you an idea of what you usually see, I can quickly put an overlay on top of what a regular mirror looks like. Show standard mirror.
You're talking to the car?
Oh yeah.
This is crazy.
So yeah, now you can see on the side of the standard mirror, it's there's an overlay which shows what you would normally see. What we wanted to do was develop a touchscreen interface that's really usable while driving. So to do that, we really made your map huge so you never get lost. And then down here, we always allow you to control your music no matter what screen you're on. Now, when you're driving, you don't have to worry about hitting little tiny play buttons. So this whole bottom area is actually a play and pause button. So you'll see, as I play a song, I can actually touch anywhere on this screen and it'll play and pause. All I need to do is slide left or slide right to change the song. And you could imagine while you're driving, this would be really easy to do.
Yeah, I know. Me personally, you know, my car is not as advanced as this, but you know, I got to set my settings and everything, and it kind of gets annoying when I'm trying to drive and I'm trying to change and I'm trying to look up and do everything, so it gets very distracting. And I also noticed something too is you have it on T-Mobile LTE network. So can you just talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so this car has a mobile network connection, just like your cell phone. What we've actually done is we've built right into our platform the ability to connect to any carrier and really provide a robust and consistent wireless connection to allow you to bring down media, bring down software updates, bring in new map data, really let the car live and bring in dynamic content from the internet.
All right, can you just talk a little bit about the driver interface in front of me? You know, I can see the miles per hour, the mileage, and just everything else. Just can you kind of talk a little bit about this?
Yeah, so this is a fully reconfigurable instrument cluster. We did this in conjunction with Rightware, so they're a small company based out of Finland which do a lot of production instrument clusters, including the one in the Audi TT right over there. Using this dial, I can easily move around to the different screens in the car. I can even bring up a reverse camera.
This is great because I know there's a lot of people, especially New York. You know, yeah, I don't know if everybody's ever driven out in New York, but you know, it's bumper to bumper. People have literally like shields on their bumpers so they don't get their bumpers cracked and everything like that. So, you know, something like this is great, especially too when it's like dark at night and there's no street lights out or anything like that. It's perfect to kind of have that protection when you're backing up and you're trying to parallel park and everything.
Well, one thing that's cool with this is when I go into reverse mode, so I bring up the rear view camera, we actually digitally pan down the side view mirrors so that you can have a closer look at your curb and so you can navigate into real tight spots.
Yeah, me personally, when I'm driving too, I usually always have to fix my side view mirrors, and that's kind of so I can see where the curb is, so I'm not driving on the curb and everything. It kind of just does everything for you. That's really, really freaking cool. What about this right here? Where did that come from? Where did the inspiration for having a digital visor come from?
Yeah, so this digital rear view mirror, there's two advantages. We're able to place the camera really high up to give you a view of really far away, and you can kind of see over the car behind you. Also, because it's a camera, there's nothing to get in the way. So, you know, we don't see anyone's head in the back. We can have our rear sunshade up and still have a perfectly clear view of everything behind us. So it's really just improving the driving experience and keeping the driver safe by giving him all the information he needs to make good decisions.
Lastly, I wanted to ask, what's this device right here?
Well, this is my favorite little device, and this is a LiDAR device from Phantom Intelligence. Now, those of you who might have heard of LiDAR before might think giant spinning radar dishes on top of cars. You know, very science experimenty looking, never going to be in a real car. This is a production-ready, small footprint, low-cost LiDAR. What this does is it detects obstacles in front of you and lets you know if you're going to crash. So if you can see the light bar in front of us is kind of shining green, well, yeah, and as Len walked by, it glowed red. That's because it saw him in front of us and actually highlighted him.
Now I know with previous cars you guys had it where the car could actually speak back to you and tell you what you're doing and what happened. So with that light bar, does it kind of tell you, oh, watch out, you're gonna crash?
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
It can do that kind of thing.
All right, cool. Now, just from the interior design, this car is just really, it's nice. It feels good. It comes to my, I'm relaxing in it. I want to take this thing home with me. This is crazy. Where did the interior design come from? The idea for this interior design for this car?
Well, what we really wanted to do was embody the digital cockpit feel. So like I was mentioning before, QNX is part of all in-car technology. So the infotainment system, the instrument cluster, side view mirrors, we really wanted to wrap the driver with QNX technology. And that's how we designed the interior. So you see the infotainment system is slightly angled towards the driver, really giving him a feel of being surrounded by all these safe, robust, and powerful systems.
All right. Now, in terms of, pricing and everything, how much does this system go for, and how much is this actual going to be a car in the future at some point? Or, can you just tell us what can we expect to see from this car in the future?
Yeah, so using the QNX platform, we're always bringing down engineering time for our customers, which are the OEMs, getting the latest technology out in the field as soon as possible. This kind of technology, some of it is already shipping today in cars. QNX last year shipped in over 50% of cars with infotainment systems. So some of this technology is really going to come faster than you might think.
Wow, that's awesome. That's ridiculous. Now, how much would you say, is a demand for this out there right now?
Oh, there's a huge demand for this. Specifically the safety systems, people are becoming more and more interested in things like adaptive cruise control, adaptive lane departure detection. Keeping the driver safe is becoming the new focus, and people's expectations of their infotainment system in terms of being able to bring in content from their smartphone, from the internet, is becoming just an expected feature in any new car.
All right, now my last question is, before I let you go, can I take this car home with me?
It'll be a draw later.
All right, Alex. All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Awesome, thanks.
All right, guys. Gregory Laporte, GamerFitnation here with my man Alex from QNX. We're out. Peace.